Peace, love, family. What's going on? Kachira, back at it again. Yes. So, we're going to talk about the lady, wisdom. And Nana, beautiful Nana, Isis, Ishtar, Aphrodite, Heket, all the ladies of wisdom. But, this is amethyst, the purple. So, representing Nana, I got my little picture of a Nana. So, yes, I just winked at my picture of a Nana. I did. I gave her a wink. So, we talking about wisdom. So, what is it about wisdom that's so special? By the way, if you don't have one, copper baby, copper cup, copper jewelry is great for you. It is great. Copper is a very amazing tool. If you have not researched what copper does for you, please do so. If you have not researched copper, gold, wood, all these things that build conduct, that the builds that works with our body, because our bodies are like conduits of energy, of light, lightning, light. There's a reason why we always are referred to as, that's why guys use lightning. Lightning. Our kundalini shoots up, it sparks up. You see lightning in your hair. You may get shocks. Lightning may come out of your fingers. Oh yes. You may just lay in bed and you lay in bed and you see little static electricity jumping around. Oh, but it's just from, washing your clothes. No. It's reacting to your body. If you got enough water in your system, if you drink a lot of water, if you're alkalined correctly, if you diet right, you produce this lightning effect. You can see it. Our hair glitters. I know my hair glitters in the sun. It glitters. And naturally, I don't gotta do anything to my hair. It just sparkles and shines. But we're sun people. We're solar beings. We're the sun. We're the children of Ra, the light. So, wisdom, the woman. All right. So, I got my crystal quartz pointer, clear pointer. It's clear. So I'm about to clear the way for most of you right now. The fifth dimensional aspect of what wisdom is to us, to the lower nature of the lower vibrational beings that is in this solid flesh. And while we look at everything like a mother, and we look at this hard flesh as the father, the hard lessoner, the hard teacher. Saturn was, Saturn, Set. He's gonna whoop our butts, whoop our behind. We can feel it. We can feel the pain. We can feel the pain in these hands. So I made a post about this already with 5D, 5D, D, as Eden, E, A, B, C, D, E. E is the fifth letter of the alphabet, E. So you put E or 5 in, or Eden or E, 5D. So we were in a higher state of consciousness. Eden was basically a higher state of consciousness, or you would say all those old places of the past that we had, that we knew about, all the old places of wisdom. All right, so let's talk about Lemurians, Lemuria, uh, Itzami, Pan, Itzamana. Is we had other places as well that was pretty old, but these the Dragonland of the Atlantic, of the Atlantis, where wisdom was given. I love this book. I love this book so much. Serpents of Wisdom. The land of the immortals. Immortals. Let's see something here. Oops. All right, so the wisdom of the ancient one, and in search of the wise one, claims that a golden disc occupied Aramu Moru to the Andes. The solar disc represents not the physical sun, but its essence, the traditional spirit, and was probably hung in one of the important Lemurian temples of the sun. He called it. Now, this person who wrote this book says sun worshippers. Now, we don't worship the sun, but we marvel. But religion comes from sun worship. So, but as it says, according to Aten, the upper echelon of these solar worshippers were members of the Intec. I know I'm butchering these names, so I'm just going to say the English translation. Solar Brotherhood. Solar Brotherhood. So you got the sun. That's why I call everyone on my page Star Family. We are the Solar Brotherhood, brother, sisterhood. We're the Star Family. I'm like today. I went outside. I felt the sun. It felt beautiful. I mean, I wanted to stay in it. I want to stay in it all day a little bit. It felt nice. And that's how we get our instructions from above. Once our melanin hits up, pushes forward, starts to moving around, we get our downloads. We get our information. It don't burn my skin. It feels like it's washing. It's cleansing. All right. So the Mu people. That's why I say Lemuria. You get Mu, or Lemurians, or the Mu sounds like Ma. Or this is another thing. Or you get Kapak Kuna. The Kapak Kuna. The Ka sound of the surface of wisdom. The Ka, your essence. When you say Ka, Merkaba, you're breathing out. And it's a 3-step process. It's a 3. And all this is going to drill with wisdom in a woman. Stick with me. All this goes back to the woman, which is the feminine aspect. Okay? You have to think of this as as energy. So, you know, many times I talk about this, and people get caught up in the whole lower density mindset. We're talking about energies here. All right. So, let's see here. So you got the Solar Brotherhood was another name for the Kumari Brotherhood, and its prized possession, the solar sun disk, apparently united definitive symbols of both organizations. According to The Secret of the Andes by Brother Philip, a pen name used by George Hunt Willison, Ameru Aramu Muri. I know, hold on. I'm gonna get this right. Aramu Mura solar disk was reputed to have inscribed within its center an Ankh, the timeless symbol of both Venus and the immortal Kumarus. So there you go. Venus. Now, if you were on my page, I always talk about Venus, how it represents the feminine, the love, the what does Venus represents? Let me pull it up now. Because it represents the love, the here we go. Venus, goddess of love in astrology. Let's read what it says. And why is this used in the Ankh? So we got, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Oh, that's why. It's giving me Venus and retrograde stuff. That's not what I want. Let's type in Venus and goddess. Okay, here we go. That's what I need. So because these are Roman names, so let me just go by the Roman interpretation. So Venus is the goddess, is Roman goddess of love, beauty, prosperity, fertility, and victory. She was so important to Romans that they claimed her as their ancestors. According to mythology, alright, I don't need to get that far. But that's basically what I want to read. So you get, so once you read that, and then notice that, okay, Venus was seen in the sky along with Saturn. And that's why you get Saturn, Venus, and the moon. And then you get, Jupiter. But Saturn and Venus are two, and the moon are three things that really affects a lot of things that are going down here right now. Venus will be what? The feminine. So I spoke about this before. Lucy or Lucifer will represent Venus and the angels. Because of the fact that I said, the first light. You see the first light. That's the first rising star. It's the rising star. So that's the rising star, and then you'll see, and then you see the new star bring. You see the sun that rises up. So that will represent, of course, the Father. So you got God, and then you get Lucifer, who was the first light bearer, right next to each other. That's how that works. If you want to explain this to someone who goes to church or whatnot, we're talking about the stars. But then again, like I said, the light, the wisdom, light means wisdom, and throughout these ancient books or and transcribes, we always refer wisdom to a woman. So, and a woman can cause a nation to fall. He says that too in the Bible. A woman, as we all know, a woman can shut a whole place down. Get a good looking woman inside of a building and watch everybody stop production. If you ever worked inside of a factory, conveyor belt, you get and it's nothing but dudes. Then all of a sudden you get this rare young lady come in who just needs something. She came through a temp agency. She just needs something for like a short month. Just get some bills paid, whatnot. Then she back off to college, whatever she needs to do. But for that little short time she's there, everybody stopped doing what they doing. Everything slows down. She's stopped the production to look at her. That's because the woman holds this type of energy. She is this power. She holds this type of power. Because the dudes, we fell down, the man falls down in nature. Let me explain it like this. The woman is presented us the apple. We got, she gave us the apple. She gave us the knowledge. How do I know this? Because we have an Adam's apple. Adam's apple. And with this gift of voice, just like that was our gift. She gave us the apple. Prometheus gave us the flame up here. Shekinah will represent a flame too. She's the light. She came down to man to teach. This is in the Gnostics also. She will represent some sort of flame. So the flame that Prometheus had was a feminine energy. But it was a male. See, you don't think of the flame, you think of the man who gave this flame. But the flame is the actual energy. That energy was of feminine nature. Because she took it from Zeus. Zeus was upset that the flame was taken. The Yahweh or Yelderbroth was upset because Adam was no longer naive. Man was no longer naive. The wisdom was brought to them from those who had the wisdom. The serpents. The serpents. The serpent will represent. Serpents represents those who are crafty and understanding, decoding, who can see in the dark and bring that darkness into light up here. Your apple, your pineal gland. So man, your body have two brains. They say you have two brains. You have one down your intestines and one up here. Your intestines is a bigger brain, right? But down there is your lower nature. That's why you're supposed to be using your mind all the time to think. But people don't use their mind. They use their lower animal nature. That's why man fell. Especially when man fell to, or those who were captivated by the flesh. They fell. Angles of light, your light fell down into the man, to the intestines, to your second brain, to the brain, to the beast brain, to the reptilian brain. They say your reptilian brain's back here too. Technically your reptilian brain's back here. When you're born, you run off instincts. You run off instincts when you're born. They call it your reptilian brain. Then it forms. Then you got different layers of your brain. You got this one thing up here that's open. That's your Tower of Babel. That's why it's wide open. But when you grow, it closes up. Your hole closes up the top of your head. When the babies are still communicating with spirits. So, but once that gateway closed on top of their head, it shuts down, and then knocks their tower. Then you get a little babble talk. Babbling, babble talk. When you try to teach them a language, the babies babble it out at first until they can speak it. But also, they go into something deeper too. Why we have holes in our heads, they goes into something deeper. It goes into the whole. We came from water. We was amphibian like. I remember one time I was breathing underwater. I remember actually seeing my hands felt like it had some type of fish like gills. Breathing underwater. I know I actually stayed on the water for a good 5 or 10 minutes before, just chilling. Only reason why I came up is because people was looking around like, is he okay? But I was good. I was cool. But people started looking around and trying to see him out good. So I just came on up. But yeah, we are amphibian like. If you look at the nomos, I know I'm getting off topic, but but the serpents, the cosmic egg and the serpent, the womb and the snake, it goes around the womb, the circle, the 0 points. You can't get away from we are reptilian-like beings. The woman have the egg inside her body, her belly. She just don't birth it out or push out the egg like reptilian. But this is why the reptilian and the woman is always talking about having animosity, or because of wisdom and because of the fact that when a reptilian is used as direct symbolism of a woman's ovary, her her curvets or whatever. I know most women get all mad because they don't use the correct term, but damn, you know what I'm talking about. I showed the pictures already how a reptile mouth when it's wide open looks like a vagina. I showed that before on my Facebook. So, wisdom, snake, Lumeria, the Mu, the Ma, the Merkaba, the Ma, Ka, breath. Your Ba will be your soul, your spirit. Kumbaya, come by here, Yahweh, you say Kumbaya, Makaba, we say, we hold our hands up. You see the Egyptians, pictures always holding their hands up. They're raising up their frequency, their ka, their light, their ka. So Mukaba, their ka, their energy, their light. But you got the ma in front of it. You can't get away from the ma. The ma is first, the woman, the wisdom. She teaches you the wisdom first. That's why the baby, have a tube through the woman. The baby, the vessel, is getting instructions from the woman. The soul, still tinkers with the vessel. It's not inside the body, and not until the body makes its first breath. But it tinkers with it. But the vessel is getting instructions from the woman's body. And the woman is the first mother. That's why the Bible was saying wisdom is like a woman, or the wisdom was first along with God. You get the word was with God. That's the woman. But the word had to come down here in a man body, in the male body. That shows the androgynous nature of the spirit. The spirit can come down here in a man or a woman. You don't have to be one form. It can take any shape you want. It's androgynous. We're in there is a higher dimension. We're in the lower dimension. We have to separate. You see, we got to separate. That's why they teach you this. This is separation. We try to teach you this. This is togetherness. Oh wait, they trying to teach you this is a Baphomet. We be doing this, right? No. And also on that, you're afraid of a Baphomet goat when Jesus is the white goat. His brother is a black goat. Your back of your mind's the blackness. The front of your mind's the white. The goats. But that is if you're trying to vibrate high enough to be a goat. But most of y'all still trying to be a sheep. You see? Talk about I'm a sheep. I'm a lamb. Let me be Jesus' lamb. He could be my shepherd. No. He's supposed to be graduating. Even Jesus said he's not your rabbi. See, that's in the book of Thomas. Let me see. Put my glasses on. I just got finished reading it. Yeah. The Gospel of Thomas. The Gospel of Thomas is when Yeshua was sitting down talking to all the disciples. And they were discussing. And then Judas said, hey, you Rabbi. Yeshua was saying, hey, what do I remind you of? Everybody else used something that spoke about his spirit. Same thing as we have pictures that speaks about people, different spirits in forms of animals of that nature. But Judas said, hey, Rabbi, you two, I can't compare you anything really. He said, I'm not your master, I'm not your teacher. That's what Rabbi means. So if Jesus not that, I'm about to run out of room. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a part 2. I just make this a part 1. All right, so yeah, this be part 1. I'll upload this to my Facebook about wisdom of a woman, part 1. Part 2 coming up. All right, people, peace and love.